I don't know about you, but I've never seemed to make time to put things back in the right spot, and so things get stacked up on top of other things, and instead of being put back in the right spot. When that happens, it doesn't take too long for things to really become a mess. This closet is one of those messes that always seems to get pretty bad. My garage is another place where that happens too. Maybe you have a mess like this of your own that you need to get after. Is it your room, a workspace, or maybe your closet? Are you constantly being asked to clean it up? You know you should, but do you? I mean, is it really that bad? As long as you can find what you need when you need it, right? My name's Jeremy, and I'm the DCE here at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Weston, Florida. And I get to work with youth and families, which is awesome, except when you have to clean out a youth room closet. You never know what you'll find in a closet full of youth stuff. So maybe you're one of those people that likes to make the mess, or maybe you can't stand things to be messy, and other people's stuff just gets dumped in your spot. That's gotta drive you nuts sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, you might be asking other people to clean up their mess, or at least keep their mess away from your space. You know what else can be kind of messy? Our lives. I mean, for real, think about it. Is everything in your life in perfect order? Does everything in your life go exactly the way you plan it? Okay, who said yes? We need to talk later, because I've got to learn your secret. Life isn't perfect, and sometimes it is downright messy. Maybe you have experienced some of the mess. Sometimes it comes in health issues. We've experienced that all too much the last couple of years, haven't we? Besides pandemic issues, we might have friends or family struggling through cancer treatments or some other sickness. Maybe we struggle to get along with a brother or sister, or our parents. And what about school? You might be a great student and still struggle with the amount of homework. Maybe your definition of mess is school. Sports teams? I remember times when my coaches did things that didn't make any sense at all. It felt like our whole team was a mess. Or how about a record of 1-22? That's 22 losses and 1 win. Sounds like a mess of a team. Yeah, that was my freshman basketball team record. Our whole season was a mess. Get the picture yet? Our lives aren't perfect. Life can be messy. Really? Life is messy because honestly, we're a mess. We're broken and hurting and sinful. This really isn't news to us, right? And honestly, it's not really news to God either. He already knew that our life would be a complete mess way back in the Garden of Eden over thousands of years ago. And because our lives would be messy, He promised to send Jesus right into the middle of our mess. Okay, so I know Jesus wasn't a VeggieTale, but I do love this, and I leave this set up in my office all year. It's a reminder to me that Jesus loves me so much that He came to be born as a baby in a messy place where animals lived. His first bed was an animal feeding trough. It doesn't get much messier than that. And I know you know the story so well, right? But did you ever stop to think about the fact that Jesus was born into the mess of this world for you? I'm one that tries to avoid the mess. If at all possible, I toss the mess behind a closed door and try to keep that door closed and out of sight, right? Jesus doesn't avoid the mess. In fact, He seems to move toward the mess. In Luke 18, Jesus heals a blind man begging on the side of the road. Others told the man to be quiet and to leave Jesus alone. But Jesus wasn't afraid of the mess, and He healed him. Jesus healed a man who had been lame for 38 years. John 5 tells us that Jesus did this on the Sabbath. So not only did he jump into the mess of this lame man, he gets persecuted by the Jews for healing on the Sabbath too. It was a mess. But Jesus stepped right into the mess and showed them his power, and love is always greater than the mess. What's the mess in your life that feels overwhelming to you? Is it school, family, friends, sports, pressure to succeed, pressure to be something you don't think you can live up to? You know, Jesus isn't afraid to jump into the mess with you. Actually, he's already there, you know? Jesus just isn't with you when you're at church or youth group or hanging out with your church friends. Jesus is always with you. His name is Emmanuel, which means God with us. Jesus is with us in any and every mess we might find ourselves in. God didn't just step into the mess 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem. He is ready and able to step into our messes right here, right now, in any and all parts of our lives. As we think about all the different things that we have in our life, we have all these different areas that we're a part of, right? I mean, we've got our school life. That's big and full of stuff, messes. Maybe we have our family life. Might even be broken, hurting. We've got our life with our fun and activities with our friends, right? Those are all big things full of stuff. And sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's our mess, sometimes it's others' messes throwing in our face. And then if we're lucky, maybe we have a little bit of a bin for Jesus. I don't want you to think about it that way. Jesus didn't come to be a part of our mess so he could just fit in one little container. He came to be a part of our whole life. All the messiness, all the joyfulness, every part of it. Let Jesus not just be a part of church. Let Jesus not just be a part of youth and your church friends. Let Jesus be a part of everything. So that in all of our messes with our friends and our family and with our school and our sports and everything that we have going on, that Jesus could fill each and every one of those areas of our life. So that he can come and be a part of our mess, right in the midst of all of it. To love us, to care for us, to be Emmanuel, God with us, in every part of our life. May God be a blessing to you this year. May he watch over you. May he be a part of every single mess that you have. And may you be reminded that in the midst of that mess, Jesus loves you. And he is always with you. Oh man, these are stale. How long have these been in here? Hey everyone, my name's Jeremy, and I have the privilege of being a part of this simple Bible study opportunity for you and your congregation. And we hope that this resource provides a help for you and an opportunity for you and your group to connect a little bit differently. I also want to invite you to a couple things that's coming up for you as a youth worker. The first thing is the February 3rd at the district office. Will be a gathering from 10 to 2. It's a Thursday afternoon in February. We're going to have some discussion and fellowship and a chance to connect with everyone, some free food, and just a chance to be a part of the community of youth workers here in the Florida-Georgia district. If you can make it to Orlando, we'd love to see you there on February 3rd. Also, the district professional youth workers retreat is coming up this year. We're going back to it, doing it again. We're going to be out at Daytona Beach, and I'd love to have you be a part of that. Just a great time to connect with everyone. It's going to be May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of 2022. Jacob Humans from Concordia University in Austin, Texas will be leading us through our Bible study that week and providing us for opportunity for discussion and spiritual growth and just a chance to connect and network with each other. Blessings on your Christmas season and your new year, and I can't wait to connect with you in 2022.